7th grade, not 6th.
And we're in the category dramatic duo, where we pick a piece that has two people, and you basically work all season perfecting it, and you do the same piece throughout all the competitions.
Okay. Margaret Thatcher once said, "I love argument, I love debate. I don't expect anyone just to sit there and agree with me. That's not their job." This means that for a successful argument, you need two people who are willing to argue.
In this sketch, there are two people who are more than happy to have an argument, so a contradiction is produced. The Argument Sketch by Monty Python.
Good morning. I'd like to have an argument, please.
Certainly, sir. Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time.
I see. Well, we'll see who's free at the moment. Mr. Bagley's free, but he's a little bit conciliatory. No. Try Mr. Barnhart. Room 12.
Thank you. Is this the right room for an argument?
I've told you once.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
When?
Just now.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
I'm telling you, I did.
You didn't.
Oh, wait. This is the 5-minute argument in a full half hour.
Oh, it's just 5 minutes.
Just 5 minutes? Thank you. Anyway, I did.
You most certainly did not.
Now let's get one thing perfectly clear. I most definitely told you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
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 Oh, look, this isn't an argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It's just contradiction.
No, it isn't.
It is.
It is not.
You just contradicted me.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No,
you did just then.
Nonsense.
Oh, this is futile.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. I came here for a good argument.
No, you didn't. You came here for an argument.
Well, an argument isn't just contradiction.
Well, it can be.
No, it can't. An argument is a connected series of statements intended to establish a proposition.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. It isn't just contradiction.
Look, if I argue with you, I must take up a contrary position.
Yes, but this isn't just saying, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it
No, it
is.
isn't. No, it isn't. Argument is an intellectual process. Contradiction is just the automatic gainsaying of anything the other person says.
It is not.
It is.
Not at
It
all.
is.
Ding. Thank you. That's it.
What?
That's it. Good morning.
But I was just getting interested.
I'm sorry, the 5 minutes is up.
But that was never 5 minutes just now.
I'm afraid it was.
No, it wasn't.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to argue anymore.
What?
If you want me to go on arguing, you're gonna have to pay for another 5 minutes.
But that was never 5 minutes just now. Oh, come on. This is
I
ridiculous.
told you I'm not allowed to argue unless you pay.
Oh, alright. There you go.
Thank you.
Well,
Well, what?
that was never 5 minutes just now.
I told you I'm not allowed to argue unless you pay.
I just paid.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
I did. I did. I did. I don't want to argue about it.
Well, I'm very sorry, but you didn't pay.
Aha. Well, if I didn't pay, how come you're arguing? Aha. Gotcha.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. If you're arguing, I must have paid.
Not necessarily. I could be arguing on the spare time.
Oh, I've had enough of this.
No, you haven't.
Oh, shut up. Discussion is an exchange of knowledge. An argument is an exchange of ignorance. This is a quote from Robert Quillen. This saying means that there's a distinct difference between a discussion and an argument. In this sketch, two guys, old friends, get into a sort of competition of whose childhood was worse.
As the quote says, both are too ignorant to admit that the other's childhood was worse, but they eventually agree on one thing, that the children of today have it way better than they did. The Two Yorkshire Men by Monty Python. Kids nowadays, they're spoiled rotten. They have all the modern luxuries and are taking them for granted.
Yep, you can say that again. That wasn't like that when we were young.
Agreed. We had to struggle, but it made us better.
In those days, we were glad to have the price of a cup of tea.
A cold cup of tea.
Without milk. All sugar.
Or tea.
And a cracked cup and all.
Oh, we never even had a cup. We used to have to drink out of a rolled up newspaper.
The best we could manage was to suck on a piece of damp cloth.
But you know, we were happy in those days, though we were poor.
Because we were poor. My old dad used to say to me, money doesn't buy you happiness, son.
He was right.
He was.
I was happier than an I had nothing. We used to live in this tiny old house with great big holes in the roof.
House? You were lucky to live in a house. We used to live in one room, all 26 of us. No furniture, half the floor was missing. We're all cuddled together in one corner for fear of falling.
You were lucky to have a room. We used to have to live in the corridor.
Oh, we used to dream of living in a corridor. Would have been like a palace to us. We used to live in an old water tank at a garbage pile. We got woken up every morning by having a load of rotten fish dumped all over us. House? Ugh.
Well, when I say a house, it was only a hole in the ground covered by a tarp. But it was a house to us.
We were evicted from our hole in the ground. We had to go and live in a lake.
You were lucky to have a lake. There was 150 of us living in a shoebox in the middle of a road.
Box?
Aye.
You were lucky. We lived for 3 months in a paper bag in a septic tank. We used to have to get up at 6 in the morning, clean the paper bag, eat a crust of stale bread, go work at the factory 14 hours a day, week in, week out for $1 a week. We got home, our dad would thrash us to sleep with his belt.
Luxury. We used to have to get out of the lake at 6 o'clock in the morning, clean the lake, eat a handful of hot gravel, work 20 hours a day down at the factory for $1 a month, and when we got home, our dad would thrash us to sleep with a broken bottle, if we were lucky.
Well, of course, we had it tough. We used to have to get up out of our shoebox at 12 o'clock at night and lick the road clean with our tongues. We had 2 bits of cold gravel for breakfast, worked 24 hours a day at the factory for $1 every 4 years. We got home, our dad would slice us in 2 with a bread knife.
Right. I had to get up in the morning at 10 o'clock at night, half an hour before I went to bed, drink a cup of sulfuric acid, work 29 hours a day down at the factory, and pay the factory owner for permission to come and work. And when we got home, our dad and our mother would kill us and dance on our graves singing hallelujah.
You try to tell the people today that. They won't believe you.
Aye, they won't.